First snowstorm of the year here with the one Tigris Tiger Roar stove and the hammock hot tent set up. Keep it as nice and cozy in there.
Hello, today what I want to do is I want to share the one Tigris Tegiman Hammock hot tent. This here comes in at 6.8 pounds and I've been using it and loving it. This is made out of a 70D ripstop nylon and it has a waterproof protection of 3,000 millimeters. I have set this up and used it twice in storms and it did not leak at all anywhere. The first storm was rain. The second was about an inch of snow and rain. So I've been using this in storms and it's been working great. I've also been using a wood stove in it right at the right around a little below 0 Celsius and right around the 0 Celsius mark. Now it's warmer inside than outside, so you do get a little bit of condensation inside the tent, though it doesn't matter. I just don't touch the tent. But when you have warm and you have cold, you get condensation. So that's where double walled tents are great. Single walled, I've had that happen in all my single walled tents. When you use a wood stove or a heat source, you will get condensation inside. I did not get directions with this, so I'm going to set it up the way I assume it's supposed to be set up, but I've set it up twice this way and it works. So I'm going to set it up and then go over some of the features. Inside they have the tent here and they have lots of guidelines and lots of stakes to stake this out. So what I need to do first is put up a ridge line. They have some longer ones and shorter ones in here. So I'm going to find a longer one and use that for my ridge line. So this here is my top, one edge. Have a hole through here and a strap. And down through the top you see you have tie outs here, tie out points that you can run your ridge line through, and this is your other top side. So I've got to hook this up between these two trees right here, and what I've been doing, been using the longer ones and just running it through this hole, down through, and then attaching it to the trees. So I'm not sure what their intentions were, but as you see, I have a ridge line right straight across over to that tree, and that goes in through here and through those tie outs. Now I put another piece of line here onto this strap on both ends just to tighten it up. Now what I'm going to do is find the bottom, which is right here where these split, and I'm going to put a tie out or a stake into this tie out. Now I want this so the center, there's a zipper in the center, is in the center of my tree. That's how I know. This here you may have to adjust. There's really no way to know perfectly. You just got to guess and do it the best you can to make sure it's somewhat square. So this isn't even ground, of course, so you may have to get adjustments with that, but as you see, that's what it's going to look like once it's actually out. So got to stick the other one out and then kind of guess with this, like I was saying, to get, you know, a straight line that way and so on. It doesn't have to be perfect. This has shock cords here that allows it to move if it has to stop it from tearing out if you have winds and such. But I've got that tied on here, and now I'm going to put a stick I've got a trekking pole here, I've got a walking stick, or I can cut my own sticks to this height, and then I'm able to run this tie out. Now setting this up in the forest, I could just come over and tie this to a tree. Put it up like that, tie it to the tree, I'd be fine. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to wrap it around this way. You can fasten it however you like. I make sure that it is stuck in the ground down here because I don't want this to kick out, especially if I have a stove in it. Now, this here I'm not going to bring out. This actually has an adjustable tie out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to bring over, put my stake in the ground, wrap it around and tie it. So whatever you like to do, that's the thing about this. It doesn't come with instructions, so you just do whatever works for you and what you're comfortable with. So all I've got to do is that side's up. Now I go to the next one and then the other two. So that side is up. You also have this tie out point where you can put another one, and you can also stake it down in the center. I'm not going to this time, but the options are there. So I'm going to zoom in and just show you the stitching on this. It's top quality as usual. You can see the stitching on that. Like I said, it's well done as usual. To show the versatility of setup, I've got just a stick in the back that is 5 feet high. I've got my wood walking stick, plus I got 2 trekking poles on the other side. So there are many ways to prop this up. So it's versatile. So this has Velcro on the door here to stop wind, but goes all the way to the top like that. I can roll this back, and inside here I have a couple tie outs to tie the door. There we go. Put that in like that. If I want to cinch it up, I squeeze this and pull. So this features YKK zippers as well. They zip down really nice and up. Now as you see, I've got this set right around the 6 foot mark. This is uneven ground as well. But I've had 2 full-size camp cots in here running lengthwise. One in here, one in there, and you still have a couple feet to move back and forth even with those cots. Now you have the option of running a stovepipe out through the side or through the top. Now I have a stove jack on this one, and that's where I've been running my stove, is out through the stovepipe out through this stove jack. And like I said, it's been raining and such. I haven't had a problem with these. And how these work is I'll take this, I'll roll it up, get it right up out of the way. I have this toggle here, gonna put it through like that, and then I'm able to squeeze it. I have this tag end that I'm gonna make sure that I tuck that in, that it does not, like that. Now it cannot roll down and hit the stovepipe. I like that they have this little hood here, and if you notice here, you have 2 zippers that are on a bungee. That allows for you to zip it down like this, and you can put your strap through this hole. and you can adjust it to where it needs to be. Very cool feature. You can also see it has a skirt on here, which really works well if you're on uneven ground, because that will lay down and stop wind from blowing through. Now you could bank that as well if you was going to stay for a while in this tent, but this here is really going to help with wind blowing in underneath. You can also stake down where the doors are one side if you want to, and so on. So many options. One feature that I love about this tent is that it goes like this and then in. It has basically the roof that comes out closer to the tree. That allows for when it's raining, I can unzip that and such, and I don't have to worry about the inside getting wet. A lot of them, if you're straight up, as soon as you open the doors and such, especially when you're in a teepee, as soon as you open the doors, water starts coming in. This one here, I like that it is peaked on both sides, and it just adds a little bit more rain protection. It's also that way because of a hammock. So very cool. So this here is the Tegiman Hammock Hot Tent. I've been enjoying it, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So thanks for watching. Take care. All the best.